Rice is a staple food for more than half of the world's population. In China, it is the main source of sustenance for about 65% of the population, especially in southern regions where it forms the foundation of daily meals. Archaeological evidence reveals that Chinese people began cultivating rice about 10,000 years ago, marking one of the earliest instances of rice farming in human history. In addition to the grains we eat, every part of the rice plant can be processed into something new. Here in Shanghai, the straw has been woven into a 150-meter giant rope, stretching from the museum to its own field. You heard that right. Jiayuanhai Art Museum in Shanghai has its own rice field. Amid the city's bustling pace, artist Shen Shaomin invites us to pause to see rice not just as food, but as a story woven into the land, etched in his own memory and stamped within each of us. The museum's unique setting is the starting point for Shen's exhibition.
我第一次来看到这片稻田，让我很兴奋，很冲动，才有了这个展览。所有的作品啊，都是和这片稻田有关，都是在这片稻田里边生长出来的。包括我们现在看到这个稻草绳，目前可能是全世界最粗的一个草绳，它直径有将近60公分。
This massive rope leads to a unique installation, a space woven from straw housing 5 goats.
稻草是羊的主食嘛，它吃完了这个里边的能吃的东西，它就会吃这个稻草绳。它把稻草绳吃断，它就会从空间里边走出来，获得自由。这是一个巨大的食物，对羊来说，但是也是控制它的一个庞然大物。所以这个作品叫《被食物困扰的羊》。
Inside the museum, the curator unveils more surprises. Artworks that blur the line between illusion and reality.
When I first saw this work, I thought, oh, this just like dry, like rice, like leaves and the stems. But turned out each piece is made individually with ceramic. This is similar. It's also just create an illusion. You feel it's a straw, but actually it's made of ceramic. And here is a beautiful background made of ash. And you can still see the rice, whatever, then burned into this beautiful charcoal color.
The artist's message is simple.
我们每天都在吃米饭，但是我们很少关注它。
But why is he so fascinated by rice that he created an entire exhibition around it? If you take a closer look at the poster, you will find his story.
When I was 5 or 6, China experienced a great famine. Forget about rice, there was hardly any food. I didn't have a proper impression of rice until I was about 10, when we could only buy it using ration coupons at food stores. Once a year, during the school sports day, my mother would pack a lunchbox of rice with shredded potatoes. I wasn't even interested in the games. All I could think about was lunchtime, eagerly waiting to taste that rice and potatoes. It was the best meal I can remember.
Food ration coupons, known as 粮票 in Chinese, were issued in the 1950s when food and other commodities were scarce. The system was abolished in the 1990s as agricultural and industrial production improved.
I remember every grain of rice for me was so valuable. Young people probably don't have the same feeling, but for me, rice is always connected with my own being, my own life.
In the early days after the founding of the People's Republic of China, the grain output was approximately 100 million tons. China's total grain output was over 695 million tons in 2023. Among them, rice output accounts for almost 30%. China's per capita share of grain reached 493 kilograms in 2023, higher than the internationally recognized security line of 400 kilograms. This remarkable progress in agriculture has allowed rice to take on meanings far beyond sustenance.
我是生长在湖南，从小我的家附近就是稻田。第一个认识的朋友是我在稻田里徜徉的时候偶遇的一个女生。我们的友谊发生得很迅速，当然结束的也很快，因为她马上又消失在了稻田当中。所以在我的心目中，稻田里充满奇迹，但是它又转瞬即逝，像我们的生命一样复杂多变。
我是特别不爱吃米饭的一个，但是它只要变一个这个形式在我面前出现，我就会喜欢它。比如说这个米粉炒饭，我就会吃的还挺起劲的。我小时候经过稻田的时候，它为什么会给我带来很多乐趣呢？因为里头有很多的生物是我感兴趣的，比如说蛙，比如说泥鳅，比如说黄鳝等等，都拿着手电去那个照那个青蛙，照它往往被照了，它就懵了，然后就很好逮。
2015年从事农业开始到目前为止，我是做大米的。我是从服装行业转向农业的。我们农场是在浦东新区宣桥镇，是一次偶然的机会，弟弟想做农业，我帮他土地找好之后呢，弟弟没来。后来呢，慢慢的把服装放下，然后把农业越做越好，越做越盛。看到这片土地，然后看到我们的作物生机勃勃的生长，特别的踏实。所以现在也吸引了越来越多的，就是不同领域、不同行业的年轻人进入到我们的农场，进入到我们的农业来。
我自己去德国从留学到工作也已经20多年了，因为他们不种水稻，很多种小麦的话就会用这些就是麦秆之类的有机材料来做，像比如说建筑的构造填充，还有就是保温材料。咱们的这个碗呢是用秸秆来做的，那实际上可能建筑工业也可以加入进来，然后让我们就是米影响的不只是咱们的饭碗，也可以影响我们日常生活更多的方方面面。
我的工作主要就是研究在未来我们对水稻进行遗传改良或者是育种的过程中，怎么去找到最好的遗传资源。而且这些遗传资源的话，随着环境的变化，它可能会逐渐变得更贫乏，甚至被丢失掉。那么我们如何在这样一个复杂的环境下面，在人口不断的增长，耕地面积不断的减少这样一个大背景下，我们能够仍然保存我们的种子资源，用不同的品种把它可能种植在不同的地方。
Rice has transformed into verses that nourish both body and soul. As Shen Shaomin puts it,
I wish I could carve all my poems onto rice seeds and plant them in the fields, so the verses grow with the rice until they ripen into grains and are eaten, filling people's stomachs. May our stomachs' memories no longer be solely of hunger, but gain a touch of romance. Let poetry seep into every cell of the body. For a poet whose memories are filled with hunger, it's more important to store poetry in the stomach than in the heart, just as life always takes precedence over art. Without a satisfied stomach, even the most passionate heart cannot beat.